In this section, we're going to talk about torts, and the primary or three main types of torts are intentional torts, negligence torts, and then strict liability torts. Just to give you a quick overview of what these are, an intentional tort is where a party has the mental intent to bring about likely result or acts in a way consistent that they know a result is likely to happen. So they intend their action and they have some level of intent or conscious disregard for the probable result that's going to happen. Okay, I walk up and punch you in the face. That's an intentional battery. So I intentionally did it. I knew there was going to result in some level of harm, and I did it anyway. Okay, intentional tort. Negligence, on the other hand, is when one party owes a duty to another party to act as a reasonable person would. Okay, and people incur duties to other people just by being around them. Any type of relationship that they have with them can incur some level of duty. Okay. Now, if I don't act like a reasonable person would in that situation, all right, based upon the factors of our situation, my skill, level of training, et cetera, and your position, then if I drop below a reasonable standard of care and that causes harm to you, then I can be held liable for negligence. Okay, I'm driving down the road. Just by driving on the road, I owe a duty of care to other motorists to drive safely as a reasonable person would. Generally, that means obeying legal standards, the rules of the highway. If I don't act reasonably, okay, or I drop below a reasonable standard of care and that causes harm to you, I rear end you, I turn into you, I sideswipe you, anything like that, I can be held liable, okay, because I've dropped below my standard of care and it harmed you. And then you have strict liability offenses. This is where it does not matter your intent or your intent for causing some result or harm. It doesn't matter if you were careful, right? It has nothing to do with that. It's simply if you undertake this activity and this activity results in or causes harm to an individual, you'll be liable. And there's really no other requirements for that. It's showing that you undertook the activity. And generally, you have to categorize the activity as something as, say, ultra hazardous activity or activity that's simply deemed to be subject to strict liability, such as the manufacture and design of products that can lead to strict liability. So these are the general categories of torts that we'll discuss further in detail throughout this lecture series.